Well, we've had some active weather throughout the day yesterday, and we're back with almost the picture-perfect setup for a repeat. Right now, very humid, lots of that cloud cover moving its way in. Pressure is low, and you have that flow coming in from the south-southeast, bringing in plenty of moisture from the Gulf right into our area. So let's see where we're at in terms of those strong winds. Well, right now, actually not that bad. 28-mile-per-hour gusts out of Fort Stockton, 29 in Odessa, and 30 in Midland. Not bad at all. But in terms of those weather warnings, yep, we are back with a severe thunderstorm watch. It's a lot smaller this time around than what we saw yesterday, and this is only in effect until 10 o'clock, but it extends all the way from Big Bend National Park all the way up to Midland. So we can see anything from wind, hail, lightning to even tornadic activity in those pink counties. So keep that in mind, but most of the activity is actually starting out all the way down near the I-10 corridor. I'm talking Fort Stockton, Fort Davis, and even Marfa. All of this activity is starting to bubble up off the mountains. This one storm here right near Fort Stockton, that's the only one I'm seeing with about penny-sized hail right now. There is a special weather statement on that. That's basically a step below a severe thunderstorm warning. That's in effect until 4:45. I'll be keeping my eye on that just in case it decides to strengthen. This is the highest likelihood to see any kind of tornadic activity, but it's not limited to just Fort Stockton. It's just typically where we see the most action. Anyone under that level 2 risk is going to see, likely for wind and hail and lightning and tornadoes and everything in between. Not what we want, but certainly what we're keeping an eye out for. As we head into the overnight hours, not that bad. 65 degrees, 10% chance of that rain, but we're still looking at those occasional wind gusts picking up here and there. As we head into tomorrow, actually still looking at the same kind of pattern. On a less severe side though, so that's a good start. 83, 30% chance of those storms. Bring an umbrella, don't bring an umbrella, wear the short sleeves. That's completely up to you. A lot of these storms are very, very isolated in nature. It means the majority of you are not going to see any activity. So I don't want to hear about it. All right, here's we go. Into the later part of tonight, Alpine, out toward Big Bend. We're starting to see more of those thunderstorms really beginning to gather themselves together. They try to form its way all the way to maybe Upton County and then it just goes away. All right. I'm not going to complain about that. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow, lots of cloud cover, southeasterly winds, and then some of those storms, again, starting up in Pecos County, right around 3, 4 to 5 o'clock. And it tries to push its way through. Maybe the Permian Basin sees a little cell. I'll certainly take it. We'll see if the Midland Odessa bubble holds or doesn't. It's really anyone's guess. Then by the night, it's gone. All right, what about Friday? Well, Friday, still not seeing a ton of activity. Maybe a little bit of stuff out near Snyder, out toward Howard County, trying to push its way through. But here's that severe risk for tomorrow. Level 1, mainly going to be wind and hail. And then we go to Friday. Level 1 risk. Wind and hail again. We're keeping our eye on it. It's not enough that I'm going to go and impact alert day, but enough that, hey, there's going to be that chance for some of those thunderstorms and some of them to even go severe. But luckily, Sunday, Monday, nice and calm before the activity ramps back up again in time for your Tuesday. Jolena?
All right. Well, we're always asking for rain here. Find out what this